If you can hear this, you're in the circle now. Check your shoulders. Make sure it's just you and these words. You have now tuned in to the Let 'Em Know podcast, where the real talk's quiet and the truth talks loud. No accidents. You found this frequency. So sit back. Lock in. Let them know you're listening. You're loud tuned in to the Let 'Em Know podcast.
Savvy, let 'em know.
Hey, it's Trey. Turn it up.
Wavy, ooh, yeah, wavy, ooh, yeah, wavy, ooh, yeah, wavy, ooh, yeah,
What's good, Savvy Crew? What's good, YouTube? I got a video today coming with Shattered Paradise, and the title is called Down the Rabbit Hole. You were never supposed to notice this. Now, I guess this is a continuation on Agenda 88 that they made a video about, and I think I reacted to them. Let me go see real quick. Okay, so yeah, two of their videos. It was this one and was this one? I don't think it was that one. I think I made another one too. I can't find it. But in this video, it's a continuation on Agenda 88. I ain't gonna hold no further. Let's just jump into it.
So there was this kid. He was an 80s baby. And he loved Saturday morning cartoons. He'd get a big bowl of colorful cereal and contently sit right in front of the television screen for hours. One of these mornings, he was watching Bugs Bunny, and seconds after the screen flashed to a commercial, he thought to himself, that's weird. The silly rabbit who won't get it through his head that tricks are for kids, he just put on a dress.
He put on the dress to trick the kids.
Go to sleep, dear.
Silly rabbit.
There's nothing to see here.
Tricks are for kids.
Go to sleep, dear. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Now the signs and symbols in this commercial.
They was even putting cartoon characters, male cartoon characters in dresses. That's how deep this goes. That's how far this goes. They made a male cartoon character, Rabbit, Bugs Bunny, put on a dress multiple times, often the Bugs Bunny episodes.
Commercial would have flew right over the young boy's head if it wasn't for the fact that a few seconds earlier, he had just watched Bugs Bunny deceive and seduce the gun-toting Elmer Fudd, Yosemite Sam,
Open your eyes.
and this strong-looking soldier with the red.
Then, of course, what is that supposed to be?
Open your eyes.
The white horse or something? Behold the pale white horse.
And this strong-looking soldier with the red armband.
It seemed strange to him. Something was off. Even the way the Nazi soldier reverted back to traditional Viking our Aryan ceremonial garb in order to court the cross-dressing bunny seemed like a riddle, a puzzle.
What this young, impressionable
Listen, and they even put that's crazy how they even put it in cartoons, bro. Cause listen, as a kid, you ain't even thinking of it like that. But once you get older and then realize, cause some people still don't even realize, they just think it's some silly ass cartoon shit. But when you start to realize what the fuck is really going on, bro, that shit is sick, bro. That shit sad, bro. And then they push this shit up on us. And then no wonder why there is so many people who don't know what gender they is. Along with all the shit that they putting off in the food and the water that changes hormones and shit. Y'all heard what Alex Jones be saying. They turning the frogs gay. Nah, for real though. They doing that shit like that shit. Now I forgot what it's called, but they shit off in the food and the water, everything.
kid didn't realize was that he was witnessing an ancient spell. Though he instinctively knew there was a deeper meaning behind the symbol of the
atrazine or some shit like that or something. Listen, and now I'm to the point again. I'm back to the point again. Hold on, that's crazy right there. Not that like that last video that I reacted to, they broke down the pink swastika movement shit and all this right there. So go check that out. But bro, I'm to the point now to where I am relearning everything again after I have already relearned shit, because I have now figured, or I've been noticed and I've been kind of new, but now it's like it's something just clicked. Listen, we would some of these conspiracy theories we wouldn't even know about if they didn't have their agents, they infiltrators, they controlled opposition come out and say some of this. Them fake ass whistleblowers and all that shit. What was that name? What's his name? John Kirikou, whatever it is, that CIA agent that so-called is a whistleblower, bro. He's a former ex-CIA agent. Ain't no such thing as a whistleblower. They either tell you to come out and say that shit, or you're controlled opposition, meaning that you're saying things that's all you're giving little pieces. You're not really trying to expose nothing. You're just giving little bits and pieces, little shit that don't really even matter, shit that, you know what I'm saying, most likely was already floating out there anyways. And even if you do put some new if they put some new conspiracies out there or whatever, new theory ideas or whatever, most of the time it's shit to throw you off. They're not really going to tell you, even if they listen, even with the Epstein shit that's going, the Epstein files. What? It's definitely something going on behind that. What I think is going on is that they are trying to get us to want to or get us to try and overthrow the government or try to. Because first off, there really was no government anyways. That shit it was just a bunch of rich niggas that is controlling everybody. But there was no real government like how people think. But they're trying to get us to say fuck the system, so pretty much they can bring in a AI governance system, which is what all that flock camera shit and fucking building databases and black communities and shit in you know what I'm saying, poverty neighborhoods and shit, building databases so they can store all the cloud information that's finna be coming in 2030, 2018, 2028 or some shit, 2029. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get it started pretty early. They ain't gonna wait till just 2030. Now that's when it's gonna really take full effect, or after that. But they gonna get it started early, and they already doing it. That's with all the flock cameras and them building databases and fucking high ass fucking chat GBT AI. You feel me? Like that facilities and shit like that. Like it's already on the way. And I was gonna make a video on this. I still might, but I don't think that 3i Atlas shit is of course it's not nothing coming from outer Earth, or coming from outer space. Cause can't nothing leave this earth and can't nothing come into it. It's a dome over this bitch, the firmament. Ain't nothing coming in, ain't nothing leaving. Unless they got some type of tech, unless they the ones who put the firmament or did, you know what I'm saying? It is like what the Gnostics say, and this is a prison planet, and the 3i Atlas people, whoever the fuck they is, that's coming, they got the technology to open up the fucking firmament or whatever to get inside or pass through it without anything happening. Well, you know what I'm saying? They got the technology to get through it. So that's the only other option. But besides that, ain't nothing coming in, ain't nothing coming out. We stuck on this bitch until we die, or until whoever the true creator is open up the firmament or take us out this bit, whatever happens next. We go to the next world or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, ain't that 3i Atlas shit, I'm starting to think that it's just them fucking robot. Let me go to it. I think it might be them fucking robots, bro. Cause they got robots that's called Atlas, which is now pretty much the most, it's damn near like a fucking human now. It's moving like a human and shit like that. You feel me? They moving real fluid and all types of shit. From the Boston Dynamics, that's who it is.
As children, we imagine.
That's what I think the 3i Atlas is. Look at this shit.
We gave them legs.
And they trying,
arms.
and of course they throwing, you know, throwing you off the loop somewhere else, making you think it's some shit coming from outer space, got you looking somewhere else when really it's right there up under your nose or something. Ain't no telling. But that's what I think it is, and I still might make that video. But back to this video. Yeah, but to continue my point, what I was saying is I'm relearning everything again, because a lot of this shit, a lot of these influencers that you think, a lot of your favorite influencers, YouTubers, social media people, Instagram or whoever, TikTokers, a lot of them is bought and paid for, or they been sold out and they plants. Or they sold out once they got them millions of followers and a bunch of millions of views and shit. They pretty much sold out. And there's a whole lot of YouTubers I've seen over the years that came in, already was plants, and that then sold out.
Deceiving the strong man standing guard, he couldn't decipher the coded message. Then he heard a voice in his head saying, "There's no school today. Don't ruin your only real day off by thinking too hard. Just enjoy this children's programming. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see here."
And supposedly that missing car, y'all remember when they was putting kids on the back of missing milk cartons and shit, or on the back of police cars when they was putting missing kids on that shit? Supposedly that wasn't even really to find kids. That was really like advertisements or some shit to really sell the kids or buy the kids or some shit like that. It wasn't really to actually find them. Same thing with listen. And I also might make a video on fucking Roblox, if it's anything like they say it really is. Because of course they have these people going on the fucking Sean Ryan show and talking about it, but ain't really they ain't proving the shit. You feel me? Like, listen, I've been back watching John Levi, and the only and that's why I'm bringing this up, and I'm saying I'm relearning everything again, because I've been watching a lot of John Levi, and I already kind of knew this, but once again, it just made it click, and I understood it. I understand it. You feel me? Now I understand it. And listen, most of these people who try to tell you like, oh, this conspiracy theories, you know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying? Most of these people who's actually trying to get you to believe something might be controlled opposition. Let's say Candace Owens, cough cough, Candace Owens. That bitch was talking about she was fucking finna get assassinated or some shit by a fucking French government or some shit. What like, come on, bro. Listen, most of these people, listen, that's why it took me a while, because I was supposed to react to this video, but like I said, I've been watching a lot of John Levi, and that shit just got me rethinking, bro. None of the shit that we think we know, we really don't fucking know. And the only reason we know this shit is because, listen, people ask AI like AI is giving them the right answer. Like AI is the end all be all. Like AI is fucking God. It knows everything, bro. AI only knows what it's programmed to know. AI only knows what it can scrape off of the internet, what's already out there. AI ain't gonna just up and learn some new tricks like a fucking dog, bro, or some shit like a human. It's only programmed to know and coded to take certain paths. When, listen, it's like neuron. If they code the way they said, listen, if you don't know really too much about computer science, I don't even want to get too much off into that and go that, because I really don't know. But the way I'm trying to explain it, it would take a little too much. But that's a whole different video, and I kind of talked about it in other videos. Anyways, listen, AI only knows what it's programmed to know. And then at that, it only learns what's already out there on the internet. So asking ChatGPT about the universe and all that shit, it's only gonna tell you what you think what it thinks you want to hear, pretty much. Or it's pretty much confirmation bias, or whatever the fuck that's called, where it pretty much just confirms what you already believe. You know what I'm saying? It's listen. All this shit that's on the internet, they put it on there. The only reason we know about this occult shit, the only reason you can search up Freemasonry and the occult and learn from people who's in Freemasonry and the occult and putting videos out here for us to learn on social media and on the internet, is because they're trying to they're putting out so like a gang, they spray paint and graffiti walls and shit wherever they be at, so they letting people know this is where we be at, this is what, you know what I'm saying, same shit. They're putting their information out there to let the people that's initiated know. So because even though you join them groups, even though you join Freemasonry, even though you join Illuminati, whatever, you still have to put the work in to get to certain positions. You're not just going to join that group and then think you're going to, you know what I'm saying, pop and bubble, which, I mean, yes, it works like that, but not really, because you still have to put in the work to show that you down with the get down. You still have to put in the work to show that you there for a reason type shit. You still have to search and find these answers on your own. You're not going to just get into an occult group or Freemasonry and think you're just going to learn about the universe. They're just going to tell you everything. No, you still got to learn and still got to search for these answers yourself. So they put this shit out there to make it easier, pretty much. It's easier for them. So now they could just use Google and shit in the comfort of their own home, instead of going through a whole bunch of old ass fucking 1800 books and shit, or whatever the fuck, 1900 books, 1700 books, reading through them motherfuckers, or listening to what other people were saying, I guess, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or when they in when they going to do their rituals or whatever, you know what I'm saying? When they passing down stories, instead of doing that the old traditional way, now they got the internet and they can go search the answers and find the shit on their own and come to their own enlightenment. You're not just going to join the group and then think you're going to get enlightened by the people. You have to find those answers for yourself. So even though all this information is out there, and even though they put the information out there, a lot of this shit is still misleading and will take you down a spiraling path unless you know what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Now, everything isn't a conspiracy theory, but damn near everything is a conspiracy. A conspiracy means matter of fact, I'm gonna just go search it because I don't want to put my own words on it, because that's how people get shit mixed up and use different words for different shit and for what it don't even really mean anymore. That's how words change meaning and shit. So let me just go search the actual, you know what I'm saying, and not put my own spin on the shit. Pretty much it's like a attempt to harm or something. She say conspiracy is legal or social term for an agreement between two or more people to commit an illegal or harmful act, often involving an overt act in the furtherance of the plan. So most of the shit that the government is doing is harming us. The food, everything, the water, they have chemicals in the water they know is there, and they put there on purpose to harm us. There's chemicals in the food that they know is there, and they put there on purpose to harm us. Even our clothes is killing us. The dyes and shit in the fucking fabric, the chemicals in the fabric, bro. Then you think you're safe washing your clothes, your fucking laundry detergent is killing you. Your Dawn dish soap is killing you. Everything, my nigga. So that's why I say not everything is a conspiracy theory, because but everything is a conspiracy, but damn near pretty much everything is a conspiracy, because all a conspiracy theory is just a theory on what the fuck could be going on with this conspiracy, or what the fuck is really going on. It's just thoughts, or you know what I'm saying? What is that word I'm looking for? Fuck it. Thoughts on what you think could be going on. You feel me? That don't mean it's actually true, but there have been a lot of conspiracy theories that came true. But at that note, sometimes they just give conspiracy theorists a fucking bone to pick at sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they mock us and the shit that they do. Like, let's just say, listen, in the Jeffrey Epstein files, bro. Now I'm not because I'm the last person to defend that nigga. I want to see that nigga burn in hell. You feel me? But check this out. We don't even know if Jeffrey Epstein was even a fucking real person. Cause all them photos, all them videos, they could have been made up. They could have been AI or some shit. Or they could have been a person with a fucking mask on. You know they do that Hollywood shit where they can put on a face mask. So when he go out in public, he look like he that AI picture or whatever that they made, or AI video. Or they made that face mask so when he go out in public, and then base, of course, the AI and pictures and shit off of that face mask. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But listen, my point is, the shit that we think is true may not even really be true. You got to pay attention to everything. I learned how to read faces. I learned a little body language. You know what I'm saying? I learned, listen, when it comes down to the cult Cause everything I pretty much not even, I shouldn't even listen. I'm gonna get back to the video, but this is important, bro. This is important because there's a lot of, like I said, influencers. There's a lot of YouTubers, social media people who ain't gonna tell the truth because, or speak up or speak out on shit because they scared to lose their followers and the little money that they gained. Fuck all that. You feel me? If you rocking with me, you rocking with me. If you're not, you're not. And I hope some of my videos cause controversy. But to bring shit to my channel. But anyways, listen, bro. Listen. Most of the shit that we think we know, we don't even really know. You got to pay attention that this whole world was built, not, I ain't gonna say that the whole world was built off freedom, but the shit that we know of today, the customs that we do today, the celebrations, the holidays, the holiday rituals, all of that shit is based off of occultism. It's based off of Freemasonry. They took all that shit and then put it out in the public, but changed the way it was so we could be practicing and doing the shit along with them too, but we just unknowingly doing it while they knowingly doing the shit. We don't know that we was doing, we didn't, a lot of us still don't even know that celebrating fucking holidays, Christmas and shit like that is doing rituals. We didn't know that shit, but now we do. I knew that shit. But anyways, so yeah, bro, I'm to the point now where I'm just like, nigga, all the conspiracy theories I thought was something, which I'm not saying they not nothing, but they most likely was shit to lead to somewhere else. People like Alex Jones, people like Candace Owens, even smaller influencers and YouTubers that you would have never even thought or guessed. But though they put shit out there, like Cat Williams said, they put a lot of false shit out there, but there do be some truth to it too. You just gotta know where to find or know what, you know, have spirit of discernment to know what part is true. But even at that, unless, listen, you wouldn't know what the inside of my house looked like unless you was on the inside of my house, right? So we could say Epstein was doing all that shit, whoop whoop blah blah, yeah, of course. But honestly, if you want to be real, whether Epstein was doing it or not, that's not the end all be all, bro. He was just a fall guy. It's still people worse as what, it's still people, if there is a lick of truth to that, which I think, well, I believe it is, you feel me? But if there is, bro, there's people out there worse than Epstein. He was getting his orders from somewhere, from somebody else, from people higher than him. He was taking orders from people higher than him. So we don't just stop at Epstein, bro. He was just a fall guy. Like I said, whether he was a real person or not, whether the character that we know him of was real or not, whether him actually being a real person, whether that was like a face mask or just, like I said, like a face mask character, or if it was actually him. You feel me? Either way it goes, he was just a fall guy, and there's people out there worse than him. Like I said, the only, listen, I'm still, listen, I don't even know how to explain it, because the only way we would, listen, you wouldn't even know. Let's just use Jesus for example. If they didn't introduce you into Jesus, you wouldn't know who the fuck that white man was. You wouldn't know who, you wouldn't even have no, if somebody came up and said, do you worship Jesus? And nobody, let's just say you don't know, you was in a jungle somewhere. This your first time, you know what I'm saying? All you knew was whatever your spiritual practices was before that. Then they come up and introduce Jesus to you. You feel me? You didn't know about it before then, but they made it sound good. So now you believe it, even though it still may not be true. Or the story may not be what they say it is. The point I'm getting at is with all these conspiracy theories, we don't really know. Now, there have been some people who came out that ain't controlled opposition, but that was in these positions and in these rooms or in these parties or whatever, and then they came out and maybe told the truth. Next thing you know, they come up missing. Now, them is the real people, but the people who come out talking and telling and say they're exposing shit but don't go missing, if they was really exposing shit, they would probably be on a watch list somewhere or something. They would be watched. Now, they may not get taken out or something, but I mean, they would be getting followed and all types of shit. Like, listen, point is, when they say they a whistleblower or something like that, most likely they not. They still probably working for them, or they controlled opposition and got told to come out and say these things. Now, I just went on a whole fucking rant, but that was important because, bro, we really can't believe all the damn conspiracy theories. A lot of them, listen, if I put in my older videos that the Illuminati, these groups, they put out false information, obscured information on purpose, or abstruse amounts of information to where you get overwhelmed and don't even want to continue searching for the truth no more. Or both. A lot of fake evidence. They you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro, this shit get eat. And a lot of this shit we wouldn't even know if they didn't give us little spoilers or hints from their controlled opposition people.
The Bugs Bunny Show.
There's nothing to see. There's nothing to see. Go to sleep, dear. There's nothing to see here. Go to sleep, dear. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Go to sleep, dear. There's nothing to see here. Go to sleep, dear. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Besides, tomorrow's Easter.
Cause look, bro, and the reason I say that is because once here I was watching the 607 Up video, and we do know they do vampirism, energy draining shit as well. So they probably could have just been using the people that they kidnapped or whatever as fucking energy as you know, stealing their energy or some shit. And then they, you know what I'm saying, when they steal their energy or they, you know what I'm saying, whatever, they might, that's how, listen, I don't know how else to word it. It's like, they make, listen, a conspiracy theory ain't always right, but if it's being questioned, it's probably something there to it. It may not be what the conspiracy theory is, like what people is saying, but there's something to it. You know what I'm saying? That we're missing, that we're not seeing. You know what I'm saying? Or that we don't even know about, because some of this shit, there's still a lot of hidden shit that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Like using fucking cold words, using food for cold words and shit. Hot dog pizza and all that shit. Fucking ice cream and pie and all, or some shit like that.
After Sunday, and you'll have to help your little sister find those pastel-colored eggs the Magic Bunny lays all over the church grounds.
And then look, like I said, you got to pay attention to everything, bro. Look at the coloring that they got them kids wearing, bro. Pink and blue, my nigga. Like the fucking flag, the transgender flag. And then they got Bugs Bunny, and you know what I'm saying, they put people in dresses and shit, bro. Now, listen, now these type of shits, now these ain't really even conspiracy theories. This shit, because a theory is something like you thinking is going on. We know this shit is going on, so this ain't no goddamn theory. You feel me? We know this shit is going on, but the shit we don't know is going on, and we just gotta guess or put two and two together. But it may sound right, may not be right. You know what I'm saying?
The year was 1988.
But it's something there to it still, though.
The same year Roger Rabbit came out. Fast forward to today, the effeminate rabbit versus the strongman invocation is everywhere. Though the Ishtar rabbit is ever present in Western society, this particular season is a season the occultists have dedicated to the strongman.
Just look at how they celebrated their Gregorian New Year 2026.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to go back and watch Agenda 88 and rewatch some of this shit because I forgot exactly what they was saying the agenda was, but I do remember that it has something to do with, you know what I'm saying, maybe this transgender shit, the pink swastika, all that shit.
For the first time, the Washington Monument was illuminated by light projections. Symbols of seed rush into the apex of the phallic obelisk, the insemination of the great Ishtar egg. This is high-level sex magic. But who is this strong man they are invoking?
It took place on Wednesday.
They often refer to him as the All-Father.
Wednesday morning. But the answer to one question eluded us. Which specific god did Hitler worship? There are entire books written on this, some saying he was a Christian, others say he was a pagan and worshipped a pantheon of gods.
Listen. They said some said he was a Christian, which, if you want to be real, that's why they say now in the Bible, only worship one God. Because at one point, Christianity had more than one God. But don't nobody want to talk about that.
It turns out that all we had to do was go back to the origins of the National Socialist movement to find our answer. He also straight up tells us which god,
or let's not say God, deity, had more than one deity
they worshipped.
Because the word, I use the word creator because the word God could be tossed around or used for anybody or anything. I believe they used to call their kings their gods back in the day as well, or some shit like that. I may be wrong, but I know they used to call them Lord, and the Bible says Lord, the Lord said, or Lord God said. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Ours is called the All-Father. But who is the All-Father?
You've seen his servants and devotees.
Wednesday.
They even had broadcast a passionate prayer to him, prime time,
Wednesday,
before all the American people.
Father, all my life, I have answered every call to honor, duty, to war. But now fate has given me me something I never sought. A child. A life untouched by the storm. Lend me the strength of the old fathers. So that
Okay, so listen. Listen. Okay, so they say Yahweh was a thunder god. Okay, so before I do that, let me say this. All Christianity is a mix and mashup of different religions from over the years, that from people that have been conquered. It also not only is a mix and mashup, but it came from Islam, or I believe it came from Islam. That's why they call it Chrislam. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm getting at is Yahweh was the thunder god. Zeus and Yahweh also, I believe, was called El or something like that, or El was Yahweh's father or something like. Listen, I forgot. I did the research a little bit ago and I kind of forgot, but the point I'm getting at is most of these gods is all really just one god, or let me say deity is one deity. Zeus, Yahweh, El, who else? Who is it? That's another one I'm thinking of. I can't get his name, but it's pretty much, it's the same shit. It's just different religions, different deities for different religions, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing. That's how you can put, that's why the Black Madonna is also Mary is also Cleo what the fuck is not Cleopatra, but what the fuck is a Cleo something like that, Cleopas or something like that. Then there's another one, but yeah,
I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her. Not as a warrior, but as warmth. To teach her not battle, but stillness. The kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words. Lend me the strength of the old fathers.
For decades, the predictive programming in preparation for this current season has been drilled into the subconscious minds of the American people. Hidden in plain sight, the 2019 satirical film Jojo Rabbit uncoincidentally embodies this end-time spell.
Work today is broken. Every day, people juggle so many different tools just.
When you stand before the enemy and have to end his life, which of you will have the stomach to do this? Good. There is no room in Hitler's army for those that lack strength. We want hardened warriors. Those that are prepared to kill at will. Can you do this?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Johannes, can you kill?
Of course. I love killing.
Good. Come here. Don't be scared. Come on. Good. Kill it.
So pretty much, yeah, I don't know. I ain't got nothing. I just wanted to stop it real quick right here because I ain't want them to copyright this shit or something because of the movie or something.
Snake and kill the rabbit. Or are you scared?
I'm not scared.
Because even though somehow listen, like I said, I don't know about them. I'm hoping not, but somehow when you other YouTubers be having shit in their videos, but when I react to it, I get a fucking a warning or whatever the case may be. Now I don't know if they got one because I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? Personally, you know what I'm saying, and I can't see their account. But somehow I get flagged in my video for a movie clip or a song or something, and it don't get shown in certain places, or it may not be able to make money, but somehow the other YouTuber, the original that I just YouTuber that posted it can post it, but somehow they don't get a warning or copyright or none of that shit. That's crazy. That's why some of these people might be, you know what I'm saying, working with them. And now might is, but in this case, like, I just don't want to get copyrighted for this. So that's why I just paused it right there and said, I don't know.
Just
now. Place both hands round its neck and then one hard twist.
But I ain't gonna lie, I've been subscribed to this channel since fucking probably before 2017. About maybe 17, 16, some shit around there. But I know I've been subscribed to him for some years, bro.
Scream, but we'll just...
This is one of the channels that helped me see the truth.
Use the boot to finish it off. Kill. 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 Good shot. You are a coward, just like your father.
he's not a coward. He's fighting in Italy.
Really? But no one has heard from him in 2 years. He is a deserting coward. He's scared. And so are you. You're as scared as a little rabbit. Scared little rabbit. Maybe we should snap your neck too. Jojo, the rabbit. Oh, Jojo Rabbit. Jojo Rabbit. Jojo Rabbit.
Follow the right rabbit. Actually, don't follow that motherfucker. Unless you following it to see the truth. But shit, don't follow it and get trapped down the fucking the rabbit hole like Alice did.
This is some poster art for the film.
I don't think I can do this.
Russ? Of course you can.
The fact that this movie was directed by the same director that filmed Thor Ragnarok is significant.
And that's another thing. You also got to pay attention to who made the movies or the show as well. It ain't in this one, but I would have never guessed that King of the Hill, Bobby, I think that's his name. I think his name, the dad is Hank or something like that. Hank's son, Bobby. I didn't know that was even a female that was doing the voice acting for that character, bro. You see the confusion there? You would have never even thought that was a female. You see how inverted Hollyweird is? They have niggas putting on dresses. They have females playing male characters that should be doing the male voice, but they got a female playing the male voiceover. And you would have never even knew. You see how inverted that shit is, bro?
This scene is from a Nicki Minaj music video. And this scene is also from a Nicki Minaj music video. Nicki is seemingly a walking contradiction. Who embodies both the rabbit and the Nazi. Her alter ego, Roman Zelensky, is a representation of the notorious Hollywood child predator, Roman Polanski.
Listen. I ain't gonna even go there, but just like Sasha Fierce, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce and this Sasha Fierce other whatever personality. Just like YNW Melly talking about, I think I got mixed personalities. YNW Melly was part of, listen, like I said, once again, I'm relearning everything again, and I'm trying to look at shit again with a brand new, fresher eye. But when it comes to the industry, I don't really need to relearn that shit. The shit it just be right there in front of your face, whether the artists know what's going on or not. Most of the time, the artists know. Sometimes the artists don't, but the ones the ones that do know, you know. Because they probably said some shit in an interview they probably shouldn't have said, or posted something they shouldn't have said. But you know what I'm saying? There's some that know, there's some that do know. Then there's the ones who found out, which is the one-hit wonders, and then left and didn't want to be part of the industry.
They chose Nicki, a symbol of MK Ultra, trauma-based multiple personality disorder, to disclose the ritualistic child sacrifice of the elite.
Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of a blood sacrifice to their god. You see, when your master is Satan...
Once again, that's what I'm saying. These artists... we wouldn't even know they was doing it if they didn't have that whistleblowers or whatever. If they didn't have they controlled opposition or whistleblowers come out and say some of this shit, we wouldn't even know what the hell was really going on in Hollywood or behind closed doors. You feel me? There may have been a few people who came out and said some shit like, oh, they was eating people, or oh, they was killing babies or drinking blood and doing all this crazy shit. But guess what? A lot of people just thought they was crazy at the time. Oh, that person crazy. Put them in a crazy house. Now your government saying people is doing it and you want to believe it though. Crazy work.
Must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
The earth is given into...
That means yes. That means yes. He think he is. No, but I do have a good mirror. That means that his mirror, that pretty much what he just said is the reflection in the mirror, it looks like Satan. He said he don't think he's Satan, but when he look in the mirror, that reflection is so pretty damn good that he think he be looking like Satan, or his reflection show up as Satan. He said, no, but I have a really good mirror. That's crazy.
The hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Go to sleep, dear.
Go to sleep.
There's nothing to see here.
The rabbit and the strongman's spell run all through the Epstein files. The rabbit and
listen, I don't know if my eyes ever did that. I know a few people who eyes did that. When I was I had a few friends who eyes glued like that with the flash on, or did that shit. I forgot the reasoning behind it or whatever, or the scientific so-called reason. But I don't think everybody eyes does that. I don't think everybody eyes do that. So my theory, once again, now here's a conspiracy theory, because this is my theory. You feel me? My theory on this is that either these people don't have no soul, or not that they don't have no soul, but or not even that. Let's just go like this. Either they don't have no soul, or they just not human at all. Some state or they some other, like reptile or cat or some other species. Cause dog cat's eyes do that and shit, and then so-called back in the day, if once again, I made plenty videos talking about the wild men. And if that is true, and there was dog-headed people like the Egyptian hieroglyphs and shit, there was pigeon-headed people and goat-headed people and centaurs and minotaurs and all this shit. That's how you can probably tell. It's through the eyes, bro. Because I don't think everybody eyes do that when you put on a flash or something like that. I don't think everybody eyes do that. Now, like I said, I had a few homeboys who, or actually, I think maybe from what I can remember, I had a homeboy, and I ain't gonna name his name, but I remember a picture, and that nigga eyes glue like that, and I ain't gonna lie, that nigga, I ain't gonna say he was like, what I'm saying, super bad, but that nigga, he was a badass kid, you know what I'm saying, like, very, you know what I'm saying. And why I'm saying that is because he also, listen, there's people in this, there's people you walk past every day, you feel me, that you would never even know that ain't even probably human. They probably robot, or they like fucking that wheels. They probably robot. They probably fucking reptilian. Ain't no telling. You feel me? But if there's a bunch of different animals on this earth, and they have animals, listen, if they got all types of different kind of bears, if they got all types of different kind of frogs, if they got all types of different kind of you name it, whatever animal, you feel me, listen, if they got a bunch of different species of animals, there's most likely going to be a different species of humans as well. Native Americans, our ancestors, our indigenous Indian ancestors, they used to call people humans the five-finger beings. There's a show called Navajo Traditional Teachings, and they used to call humans the five-finger beings, right? If they calling them the five-fingered beings, there's probably just like how they said them blimnies or whatever, the people with they fucking eyes on their chest and shit like that, the mouth on their stomach, them character. Listen, that shit, once again, who knows? It may have been true, it may not have been true, but if it is anywhere true, this is how you could probably tell who came from that bloodline. I don't know. That's just my theory. The
strongman's spell run all through.
Even Epstein. You know how many celebrities there is? Their eyes do that when their flash is on. Listen, I don't think my eyes ever do that. I ain't really took that many pictures with the flash on. I never really was a picture taker anyways. Now I be taking a whole lot of videos because that was around the time Snapchat, you would be taking videos or whatever the hell you was doing. Smoking, if you smoked every day, nigga, you posting a smoking video anytime you smoking, nigga. I got thousands of smoking videos. That's all I took was videos because I was smoking with whoever I was with or whatever. I'd be having a video of that or whatever. Post that shit on Snapchat. But like I said, I ain't never really take that many pictures with the flash. I ain't really take that many pictures anyways. But if I did, I'm pretty sure my eyes wouldn't have glued like that. I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to test that theory out, but that's just my theory.
The Epstein files.
Go to sleep, there's nothing to see here, nothing to see here. In this grave.
So they aren't going to talk about this, but in the new Epstein files drop, Jeffrey Epstein was emailing Robert Trivers, who's an American biologist.
And one more thing, I need to hurry up and finish this. I'm trying to kind of hurry up and finish it because my phone finna die. I'm on 8%. But listen, these Epstein files, the reason I'm not really looking into them or trying to find nothing is because number one, they only putting out stuff that people already been saying, number one. Number two, well, they're just adding, you know what I'm saying, evidence to it, I guess you could say, or trying to make it seem like what people were saying was true. Excuse me. Number two, they just put a whole bunch of collage of random photos in that motherfucker. And then most of the people faces you should be seeing, you don't even see. They covered that bitch they redacted the face, my nigga. They covered up the face. So most of the people, the people you supposed to be seeing, you ain't even seeing. Most of the shit you supposed to be seeing, you ain't even. Now, suppose there is this thing where you can take it and copy and paste it and it'll become unredacted. And then they figured, then they what is that word? They patched that because people was figuring that out. So then now there's another way you could do it or some shit. I don't know. And I honestly, I'm not gonna say I don't care, because I do care that this shit is going on, but I don't care about the files in this sense because we've been saying this. There's been people that's been telling people this type of shit was going on, but nobody didn't want to hear it. Nobody didn't want to hear it, but now everybody paying attention. Now the whole world looking at this shit.
And they were actively,
which it's a good thing. It's a good thing, but at the same time, everything they do. Listen. They have plans for shit. Some shit you know what I'm saying, they may not have a plan for, but I'm pretty sure they have plans for this shit, right? That's why Epstein is a fall guy. That's why nobody ain't went to jail for real yet. Everybody who they so-called calling out in the files, but yet ain't not a single person go to jail. Then when they did go to jail, the motherfuckers got out like the next day. Or within that same day, a couple hours or some shit. Prince Andrew, whatever the fuck his name, Andrew ass. Harry, whatever the fuck his name is. Listen, that's why I'm not paying attention to them, because this shit, if there's any validity to it, which I think there is, but if there's any validity to it, it's been going on, bro. It's been going on. And ain't nobody, listen, there's still people who bought a pair of Jordans today. How much you want to bet there's still niggas who bought a pair of Jordans today, the next day that shit happened with Jordan, my nigga Michael Jordan, and there's still niggas who went out and bought Jordans. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why at the end of the day, I kind of don't give a fuck, because nobody else really don't give a fuck. I was caring about this shit, but I was damn near driving myself crazy trying to care, or not trying, but like trying to get people to see this shit. That's how you go crazy with this information. You don't go, when they try to say conspiracy theories is crazy and all that shit because of the shit that they know. It's not because of that. It's trying to get other people to see this shit. It's trying to get other people to wake up. You gonna drive yourself crazy trying to do that. And I figured that out and I realized that. So I just stopped all that shit. And that's why I came to make this YouTube channel. And I'm not making anybody think or believe anything. I'm just giving you what I think and believe. Do you feel me? So, yeah, bro. Like, yeah.
You're talking about pushing the transgender ideology on children as young as 3 years old. Here's the full email up here. It's very graphic. If you want to read it, you can, but
they had a video of him just chasing a little girl around the house. I mean, honestly, just looking at the files, listen, then they came out with that interview on Vlad TV of Jeffrey Epstein, and they wasn't even really talking about shit, bro. They was just talking about the banking system. That nigga was just exposing the banking system and a little bit of that type of shit. He wasn't really even talking about shit. They wasn't even really talking about nothing, bro. Pretty much they was trying to make him look like a smart individual, like they was trying to make him seem like he, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't trying to paint him in no bad light for real type shit. You know what I'm saying? They knew what people wanted. They knew what type of questions people wanted in that interview, but yet they didn't ask them type of questions. And not only that, that interview, they probably made that motherfucker because they knew that this day was probably gonna come. So they probably been had that video on standby, my nigga. Listen. Look, then I got this. From Robert Trivers, whatever. They covered his actual Gmail account. Then they showed Jeffrey Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, I guess his shit is gvacation@gmail.com. JEE I don't know. And listen. And then the subject is trans. And then they talking about trans people in this motherfucker, or male turn female, or female turn male, MTF or FTM. You feel me? Look, it is very simple. I will compare male to female with male to male. Listen. That's Hollywood. They've been doing that since Black and White. I got another video on that. You feel me? Listen. My video style is a little different. Sometimes I'll be ranting, but you got to remember, I am an actual real person doing this shit. I'm not really here to be no real big social media influencer. I'm just here to help people see the truth. I'm just here to get people out their matrix. You feel me? I'm not trying to be this big ass social media star. None of that bullshit. I could give a fuck about all that shit. I'm just trying to help people see the truth.
It's pretty bad.
If that was the case, I would have continued being a rapper. If I wanted a little fame, my nigga, I would have continued rapping.
EVE Online is a...
And when I was rapping, I wasn't even rapping for the fame. I was rapping because I wanted the money, my nigga. And I'm not even doing, but now that I know what I know, and I knew what I knew then, but I still was, you know what I'm saying, was a little sleep. But you feel me? I don't give a fuck about money no more. So I'm not even doing this shit for money. Now, if money come with it, cool. You feel me? But I'm not even doing this shit for money. Like, bro.
Get back to our 80s baby. Well,
I'm trying to get people to realize we don't even fucking need money, my nigga. They got your ass duped with a spell with that damn one-eye symbolism pyramid on the back of that fucking dollar. Got your ass in the spell chasing that shit. I don't give a fuck about it. If you realize we really don't even fucking need money. How the fuck is you gonna transfer a piece of paper to a person? It's not like they gotta burn the paper to keep the electricity going. It's not like they gotta put the money into a machine and exchange it for your electricity, my nigga. They could probably push a button and keep your electricity on, but the only reason they not is because you got to exchange them in service with money. Money isn't this magical object, bro. It doesn't really help cure, do nothing, my nigga. It's not magically, it's none of that shit, bro. It's a fucking piece of paper, bro. that niggas is trading they fucking soul over. Who was that? What his name? T-Bud Crawford. T-Bud, when he was doing that interview, and that nigga said you wouldn't hop back in the ring for $100 million or some shit like that. I sell my soul for $100 million. That nigga who said that, and he was like, and then T-Bud was like, well, now we see where your, you know what I'm saying? We see your morality. We see where your morality lie. You feel me? Type shit.
38 years later, he's rooting for the Seahawks to win Super Bowl 60. During Bad Bunny's halftime show performance, he decides to switch.
Most of these people, listen, I think I don't know who that dude was. And I'm pretty sure he didn't. I gotta go get my charger because my shit finna fucking die. But I don't know. While I'm going to get it, I'm gonna keep on talking though. But anyway, I don't know who that dude was. I don't know. I don't know where he came from. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure he been off in the industry. I'm pretty sure he came from somewhere. If you go search up whoever that dude was that was interviewing T-Bud Crawford, I'm pretty sure somehow he was already in the interview that just transferred that man over to making fucking podcasts or some shit, YouTube videos, my nigga. Like, bro, you gotta understand, most of these people that's making YouTube videos, oh shit, it probably ain't gonna even work. I gotta put it behind this damn, kicking my water bottle and shit too. I gotta put it behind this couch probably. Let me see. Quick. But most of these people who is switching over to this podcast industry now. And okay, boom, right here. Switching over to this podcast industry now and shit like that, or YouTube, and they've been in the industry. Listen, I don't know what the hell I was talking about because I was doing that shit but pretty much basically what I was trying to say is these people they just switched over professions, just like Keith Lee. First he was, I'm not calling him out for anything, you feel me, or nothing like that. I'm just using him as an example. First he was a MMA fighter or some shit like that. Then he went to YouTube and became a food reviewer. Most of these people that comes to YouTube or that grows their platform or following so fast is because they already was within that space or some shit. Now there is a few outliers or random people, like, you know what I'm saying, random Joe Smo regular people like me who can, you know what I'm saying, do something and go viral. But most of the time when videos go viral, they already been part of that group, or they yeah, that's it. They was already part of that group. If a channel was growing super fast like that or whatever, yeah.
Over to the alternative, Turning Point USA's All-American Halftime Show. So
I made a video about that too, but
everyone can have a quick laugh.
But then he sees it. He sees the symbol that completes the puzzle, and it all comes rushing back to him. Now he finally understands what the Luciferian elite are planning next.
Don't believe your eyes. I know you don't love me like you say you do. It's just me in disguise.
Big facts. Got artificial made people or robot made people. Got people in character and costume, you feel me? You got leading people astray. Then you got fucking wolves in sheep's clothing. People who play like they not, you know, the bad guys or the enemies or whatever, but really is.
Bro, Shattered Paradise dude. The way you put these videos together, I commend you for it because I just don't got the patience to do this. But, bro, like,
and I ain't gonna lie, for real, because I ain't gonna lie, I definitely don't, which is why I make the videos the type of, you know what I'm saying, I make it in the style that I do, Cause honestly, bro, like I said, I'm not really trying to be so much of a, you know what I'm saying, a influencer, a social media star. I just want people to see what's really going on in the world. I'm giving you my theories and opinions. I'm honestly not trying to make you believe something, but I'm trying to get you to see it so you can start coming up with your own, because everybody is a key to what's going on. Everybody is a key to this unlocking this universe, I guess you could say, or whatever the case may be. Everybody plays an important part because everybody has a different way or perspective on looking at things. You feel me? So when I be, you know what I'm saying, trying to tell people about this, and I get, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't gonna lie, when I be talking about sometimes talking about this shit in real life, I might get, you know what I'm saying, a little hype. I might start yelling a little bit, or, you know what I'm saying, something, because I'm passionate about this shit. You feel me? Because it's people who say they care about the world, or say they care about people, or say they, you know what I'm saying, just try to act like they these good people in the world. But yet when shit goes on where they have their chance to show how good of a person they is, they fail every time. Pull out their phone, start recording or some shit, or whatever the case may be, my nigga. Listen, like when I say pull out, like during a fight or some shit, you know what I'm saying, or sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I might do it too, but most of the time I might break it up. You feel me? I might, you know what I'm saying, unless it's something that really need, because sometimes people be fighting over the most dumbest shit, females and all types of shit that don't even really need to be fought about. Niggas a kid. Listen, I don't know. I listen. I didn't have some good pussy, but I ain't had none that. Listen, I don't think it's none that good that had me kill a nigga over that shit, bro, or do some stupid shit and throw him out. Listen, I ain't listen. Anyways, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm just trying to get people to see what's really going on, and I'm not trying to have you believe no conspiracy theory, but I'm trying to get you to see that there is a conspiracy going on. There is intent to harm or do unlawful act. You feel me? Not everything is a conspiracy theory, but damn near everything is a conspiracy. From clothes to food to even video games. Everything, even video games now. Like everything is a fucking damn near conspiracy, but not everything is a conspiracy theory. All a conspiracy theory is just a theory on a conspiracy of what could be going on behind closed doors or behind closed curtains type shit, behind the show curtains of Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that's the end of the video. Yeah, that's the end of the video, man. I just wanted to come on here and make this quick little video. If you made it, if you watched it this far, appreciate it. You feel me? I'm just trying to get people out there matrix. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with that, and I'm trying to figure out a little off topic, but I'm trying to figure out a layout or a way to do my videos with my intro, because I have my welcome intro to my channel, my welcome to my channel intro with my song. And then I have you have now tuned in to, you know, I got that other song that I be putting as an intro. So I'm trying to figure out what I should do or how I should layer it. Should I have one song at the end out of that song? I'm trying to figure that shit out. But anyways, man, you know what I'm saying? That's the end of this video. You feel me? And yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Stay up, be easy.
If you can hear this, you're in the circle now. Check your shoulders. Make sure it's just you and these words. You have now tuned in to the Let 'Em Know podcast, where the real talks quiet and the truth talks loud. No accidents. You found this frequency. So sit back. Lock in. Let them know you're listening. You're now tuned in to the Let 'Em Know podcast.